So I'm putting it on my sheet then. If anyone wants to take it off me, you're welcome.
Okay, and we're live. Hello, everybody who's joining us right at the beginning. Welcome back to Assembled Adventurers and to Hell's Rebels, which we've had a bit of a time meeting back up again, but we're back and ready to do some more rebelling. I am Ash, I am the GM for tonight, and here are my lovely players. Say hi, lovely players. So thank you very much, everybody who's joining in. We are playing Pathfinder, Hell's Rebels. We are getting into chapter 2 and about to do a prison break. And we are also raising money for the Albert Kennedy Trust. I forgot the order of the words for a second. Albert Kennedy Trust, which is a charity dealing with LGBT plus youth homelessness and making sure that LGBT youth have safe places to be able to live and thrive. So that's who we're raising money for. There will be a link around somewhere about for you to throw a few pennies in if you've got anything going spare. Thank you very much. And let's get back into it. So, when last we left off, you guys had been very busy. The Silver Ravens, an up-and-coming rebellion group in the heart of Kintargo, standing against the tyrannical Lord Mayor Barzilai Thrune, had just started to try to make new allies. In Citrona, a former noble or a former minor noble who runs the Tooth and Nail, and her cousin, Lictor Octavia Sabinus, the leader of the Order of the Torrent, one of the good guy Hell Knight groups, if they are to be believed that they are good guy Hell Knight groups, who have recently been declared outlaws by the Lord Mayor by his most recent proclamation. The Lord Sabinus has told you all that he will not dare go against the Lord Mayor. In fact, refuses to go against the Lord Mayor until his people are alive and safe and sound. Of which most of his people were outside of the city and gone to ground, but there were a few armigers who we have. I can confirm there are 4 armigers that are currently in custody, having been arrested for the crime of being an armiger of the Order of Order of the Torrent. So, you guys are aware that they are currently being held in the holding house as a temporary stay before potentially being moved on to Castle Kintargo, the main keep and prison for the city-state. And your plan, as much as you have a plan, is to break them out in some way. Now, I think last time there was talk of trying to sneak your way in, of using disguises and the like. And you guys had 3 days in order to put together a plan. So, and to get any supplies and stuff that you guys needed. I do believe that there have been some potions that have been brewing.
Do people want me to make some holy water?
Can't try it. I don't know how much help it'll be.
Yeah, it's 25 per.
It depends on if you think it will be useful or not. As far as you are aware, the guards that are guarding this place are humanoid. The warden, Sabbath the Spider, is an Asmodean, and it seems to be a faithful of Asmodeus. Seems to be humanoid, as much as Alberic was able to get a sense of that kind of thing. But beyond that, it is, not blah, blah. Depends on if you think something like that would be useful.
I'll make one and give it to Whist.
Okay. So Whist has 1 vial of holy water. Now would probably be a
Thank you
good
very
time.
much.
Now would probably be a good time for you to confirm how you're planning on doing this prison break.
Well, Blue Blood's got a plan, right, Blue Blood?
Yeah, so with numbers of people being as they are, the plan of splitting people is obviously not a solid one. We can make we can potentially make one person invisible with Evie's help,
Mhm.
long enough for a group of people to get inside and ambush the warden from within. So
Evie will let you know that she can make somebody invisible for 4 minutes.
probably long enough for what we need. So if we if we bring someone in under the guise of being a prisoner, the wardens needed to unlock any of the doors that go throughout the prison. So we will have to be alongside her, and at that point we can break the chains. Whoever's invisible strikes from it, and then we take her down and go from there.
So the plan is no longer to basically mug her in her office. It's to
it's to find whatever opportunity we can to catch her on her own. So that will probably be either in her office or between 2 sets of doors.
All right. So, like, have we got any roles firmed up? Like, Blue Blood, are you wanting to be arrested? Like, what? Or are you going to be the arrestor? Gideon? Like, I mean, you're pretty big and gnarly, right? So, like, what's your role in all this? Like, who's taking on what role? Because we've got 4 of us to sort out, and only one of us can go invisible, right? And that's only for 4 minutes, so that's not very long either. So,
If I can offer a suggestion, I've been through this place as a noble person. I can also make a convincing disguise as one of the stationed troops here. I bring in Gideon as my prisoner. Asmoth is invisible, following behind us, and Whist, you are
also
small
there.
enough to be you are small enough to be able to accompany us without it seeming out of sorts.
All right, I'll try that. Yeah.
If I may make a suggestion, if I am taken in as prisoner, I can be quite convincingly shackled and will be likely able to escape said shackles at a moment's notice. I am deft with lockpicking and a small amount of escapology.
That works, and I can cover whatever sounds Gideon's armor may make with my own.
If he is invisible, he is going to be much harder to detect.
So,
Indeed.
all right. So, Blue Blood, if are you going to be like a guard then?
Yes.
Yeah, I reckon I could pull off probably like one of these, like citizens militia or whatever. You know, Whist knows the name of them, but it's been such a long time. What's their name?
No, you're right. There's the citizens. There's the Chalice Citizens Militia.
Yeah, challenge citizens militia. I could do that. I could spout some Asmodean nonsense and be like, "Yeah, I was also involved. I'm a tough nut." I'd say something more convincing. Honest.
If you manage to do that, then all four of you will be able to get in. Sebastian and Evie will probably tell you that they will keep up with the original plan, which is to have some people basically be backup and try and make sure you guys have an escape route. The other thing is during these 3 days, Citrona, Citrona Sabinus, her last name sounds like it could be a first name. Citrona does tell you that she has a way of being able to get a hold of any kind of forged documents that you might need. You just need to give her enough notice.
So could we get like a writ of arrest then? Like an order that Blue Blood's been given from his boss, whoever his boss is?
Yeah, quite possibly. Anybody who I'm trying to think of what kind of knowledge check this would be. Actually, Sebastian Civilian Guys is will be able to tell you of this offhand. The government has the government. Devils are a fan of law and are a fan of contracts, which also means that they end up dealing a lot in bureaucracy. And the more complicated a bureaucratic system gets, the more you can exploit it.
So what you need to do is when she says, "I haven't heard of any of this," and you say, "Well, of course, it takes time for it to come down through the proper channels. I got this from, I don't know, Captain Bloody Blah, but that, you know, he got his order from the great Grand Poobah. She gave it from this," and then you follow a big line of command, right? And then bamboozle her with people.
That's amazing. I'm well versed in navigating if I need to.
Well, there we go then. Sorted. Easy.
All right.
We'll be in and out in 2 hours.
All right. So are you wanting to get forged papers?
Yes.
Cool. All right. So Trona will get that arranged for you.
So I'm going to make a disguise to appear as one of the station guards there.
Yeah.
I'm going to take 10 on the check and get help from Evie, which means that the DC is 20.
Hang on. I don't think if you can take 10 on a disguise check. Because the problem with the disguise check is you don't know how good the disguise is until it's challenged, as it were.
Well, double check on the rulings of that one. 1 sec.
Yeah. Hmm.
I think it's taking 20 that you can't do with disguises because you can't perfect something that other people are needing to look at. The only skill that you explicitly can't use take 10 on is use magic device.
Fair enough. In that case,
Because taking 10 is just it's basically when your character's not in danger or distracted.
yep. So you're taking 10. You've got your normal.
Yeah, my modifier is
Num-
+8.
Yeah, and you said you're getting help from Evie.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I'm assuming Evie is proficient in disguise. I would be surprised if she isn't.
Let's see. Is she? Yep, I see ranks in disguise.
If not, Sebastian is.
Yep, no, they both are. Did I? My pen doesn't work. That's fine. I'll remember. Okay, so you're taking a 20 on your disguise track. So that will be the number I need to beat. On anything. So then in that case, what's everyone else doing? Bear in mind, you guys do still have the 3 days. So I know that there's obviously the brewing going on.
I'm also interested in making a disguise. I feel like mine is going to be less involved than Blue Bloods. Because from what I remember, they wore dark clothes and like maybe an armband or something. Like
They
I
did
don't.
have an armband, yeah.
Yeah, it more seems like can I get a convincing armband? But I imagine they've made them at home. I don't know, unless someone's giving them out. It seems more like it's a bit more. I feel like mine might be a bit more involved on the old bluff check rather than disguise check because they're just some guys. But yes, I will try and get or make a convincing armband disguise.
All right. Well, Sebastian will help you with that. So
Cool.
you can get a +2. Do you have ranks in disguise?
I don't think I do. I will double check.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay. So, are you wanting to take 10 or are you wanting to roll for it and see what happens?
I'll take 10. I feel like I'm going to rely on my bluff than on my disguise.
All right. Well, with the help, you'll be getting a 17.
That's all right. That's like, this isn't my wheelhouse anyway, so a 17's probably better than I'd roll.
Okay, so you guys can spend some time doing that. Asmoth, are you doing a disguise at all, or are you just looking like you always do?
I think the closest thing that Asmoth would have to a disguise is probably wearing some like raggy old like scrubs type equipment, scrubs type get up, like just like old discarded clothing that's probably not. So he doesn't. It's not like dress style he normally would be for definite, and try and at least conceal the fact that he is wearing like leather armor under all.
I was gonna say, it would be a disguise in order to try and hide armor. If you wanted to sneak anything in on your person, that would be a sleight of hand to conceal it. So if you wanted to like conceal a potion or anything like that, that would be a sleight of hand.
I would be concealing a lot of potions.
Okay. Okay.
Do I take the poop knife?
Do you take the poop knife?
It's
Yeah.
probably good if there's outsiders.
Yeah, it's silver, so yeah, I think I would definitely keep on me my extracts, my mutagen. So I've got like my 4 extracts brewed ahead of time.
Okay.
Is there something to be said for the fact, like, if Blue Blood's leading you in, I could have your pack as a, here's the stuff he was holding, boss. That's why I'm here,
Also,
to hold your things, because we're going to give them in and they're going to be confiscated.
that also works.
And then that way you don't have to lose all your stuff.
I mean, a lot of my stuff I can conceal on me. I have sleight of hand, and a lot of my stuff is sleight of handable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I mean, if you kept like the bits that you definitely wanted and needed, and then everything else I could have in a bag because I've confiscated it, then when it comes to the punch, you could just take it back off me, right?
Yeah. So armor, dagger, potions, and stuff like that in the bag.
I will remind you, the Whis has like 6 strength. Like, Whis can absolutely hold your potions. That isn't a problem. If you are planning on having Whis carry your armor,
It's not unreasonable for like a guard and a rando to have left the armor on if you were managed to be subdued and shackled. Just because like it's rather get you in prison where the guards can all like take your shit off.
Yeah, understand.
yeah.
I
But yeah,
mean,
that's just something to note.
the other option is Gideon's visible. You're 2 strong men bringing in a captive. That probably makes sense than 1 strong man and some guy.
Help. Says Whis.
I'm also here. And then I could be invisible. And you 2 look, take it as a compliment, but I think you look a bit more like the law than I do.
This is as a member of the priesthood of Caden Kalian, you're no longer invited to the cookout.
Look,
Ouch.
I'm just
Ouch.
being truthful. Like you strike an imposing figure.
You looked me in the eye and called me a cop.
I'm saying you could pull it off in a ruse, which we're doing, which isn't legal. You know, we're doing a prison break.
You're
If one
you're
of
not
us was to
allowed
play
to
the
lie
cop,
to you.
but if one of us was to play the cop, no. Right, guys, who looks more like a cop?
Who wants to come to the cookout?
No, ignore him. Be truthful now. Who looks more like a cop?
I'm abstaining from this discussion.
Gideon looks more like a cop. Thank you very much.
I know an abstention is not a point in your favour.
It is because he doesn't want to get disinvited to a cookout. One of us is using threats, which I would say was a little bit more like a cop.
Maybe Whist, Azemoth is trying to spare your feelings and allow you an out in this situation.
Are you Asmoth? Really?
Are you sure you don't want to join me, officer?
Yeah, Wist, you've got a question asked to you.
Look, I'm happy to be just like some rough and tumble thug. I'm really good at that. I'm just, but also then we don't have to disguise your armor clanking because you're just in armor. You can
The-
carry everything between you.
Well, the other thing that I had considered was that there is a good likelihood that the door has a bar or a barricade that can be placed to secure it. If that's the case, then I could put that in place, which I'm not quite sure you would be best placed with.
Hmm,
Is
yeah.
that an unreasonable assumption, Ash? Or
That there is a bar on which door?
on the front gate?
So you know from what Albrecht has told you that this place has two entrances. There is the visitors entrance and there is the processing entrance. The visitors entrance is a single door. People can go in. The processing entrance, from what Albrecht has told you, is normally locked at all times. I don't think Albrecht did see the processing room. So Albrecht saw that they didn't have a bar on at the time that he went through. But that's all you can say on the matter. But yeah.
So it would appear our options are either between Vist being slightly more concealable, or Gideon being able to run interference while invisible.
It would also give me cover to cast some of my spells.
Reasonable.
Okay. So who's going invisible? Who's being the second guard?
I'm happy either way.
Like I would prefer to do invisible because I
Okay.
can cast things like bless
Okay.
while invisible,
Cool.
as well as
Alrighty.
being able to come out with two swords swinging.
Yep. Okie dokie. So we have Albrecht and West being guards, Asmoth is your prisoner, and Gideon is your ghost. We have a whole list of potions. People have, I hope, taken the ones that they want.
Are there any that Wist would want, Rachel?
I don't know where the list is.
It's in resources and characters.
Right.
And the shield is the wizard spell shield, rather than like shield of faith or something.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I will say Tears to Wine is a +2 enhancement bonus on intelligence and wisdom based skill checks. This includes initiative.
Mm.
Does
Well,
it include initiative? Am I thinking something else?
Initiative. Thought initiative was Dex.
Initiative is Dex. Why do I think initiative? Why do I think Tears to Wine adds to initiative?
There is enhanced awareness or heightened.
That's what I'm thinking of. Apologies. I don't know why I thought of that.
It's
Tears
heightened
to Wine might be quite useful.
Tears to Wine will be useful for perception, any knowledges.
Tears to Wine is great because it doesn't matter who drinks it, because it allows the drinker to produce a load of turn a bunch of water into wine that anybody can drink.
Oh, is that how that potion works? Yeah.
It's bizarre. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So one of you drinks Tears to Wine, all of you then drink the wine that they make, and then all of you get +2 on intelligence and wisdom based checks. So yeah.
What does long arm do? I'm going to look up long arm.
Long arm
Gives you an
increases
extra
your
5
reach.
foot.
Hang on, I didn't quite hear that.
Increases your reach with your arms, so it's maybe better for like melee characters.
Oh,
Yeah.
that isn't helpful for me at all.
So,
Yeah.
so for Whist, some cure potions probably won't go amiss. Shield.
Yeah, shield is good.
Someone setting up a Tears to Wine for everyone to drink from before you go in, because that's the other thing is the Tears to Wine lasts
10 minutes a level.
Yeah,
10 minutes per level, and it's a
it's going to be a
cast-
30-minute endurance.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, everyone
well,
will have Tears to Wine for 30 minutes if you set that up.
I'll take a Tears to Wine, a shield, and a big Cure Light Wounds.
I'll give you two of the big kill light wounds.
Cool.
So yeah, I've noted that down.
Okay. Alrighty.
What's that?
Okay. Are we ready to do a prison break?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Kind of.
Alrighty. Kind of.
At the start of the day, Asmok
Yeah.
is going to use his scroll of undetectable alignment.
Ooh.
I see.
Okay. Spicy.
That's a 24-hour duration.
Fair enough. Okay, you do that. You set up your disguises.
I was possibly. I don't know. Let me check. Half wondering about seeing whether. Don't know how you guys would feel about it, but whether Vendelfek would want to join us on this adventure.
Oh my, are you going to make me look up Fairy Dragon stats now?
No.
He's like invisible and stealthy and can cause mischief.
I can be invisible whenever I want, 3 times a day. But whenever I want.
Whenever he wants.
And I can put them to sleep. And I can make spooky sounds. And I can make the floor real slippery. And
And you can be really, really sneaky.
I can be so sneaky. And oh, I've got I could do a breath weapon. And it makes people like go all woozy.
Woozy breath weapon.
Woozy breath weapon.
I think that you should stay invisible, and then, should people get riled up from what we're doing, you can play pranks to keep them occupied.
He's bouncing.
Yeah.
You're taking Vendelfek with you.
If Vendelfek it wants to come,
Vendelfek.
I genuinely think Vendelfek would be extremely useful. And like eventually, I'm hoping to take improved familiar. So
You
this
are
will,
hoping to take that. That is
this will
true.
be a good start of the whole adventure of that, right?
Vendelfek has been told that he is allowed to play pranks on people. He now wants to come with you. That's how that works.
So importantly, not pranks on us. At least not at the moment, like where it's like at home, pranks on us, but while we're out, like pranks on the baddies.
Yeah. They'll never see me coming.
I'd rather not have him be involved in the main plan, given
Race him inside!
Given what we're intending to do.
Vendelfek, when you get close, if you take Vendelfek with you, when you guys get close enough, he flies off and tells you he'll see you inside.
Cool. Bye.
this is because his invisibility is greater invisibility, which only lasts rounds. However, he is a stealthy little guy. Because he is tiny. Oh yeah, cool. Let me double check how that works. Okay, cool. All right, you guys can approach the holding house. So if you guys want to place yourselves on the left-hand side of this map, where somewhere in this area where there are the 2 guards.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yep. Now, I will say, like, you can be further away in order to set yourself up in order to get the invisibility on Gideon. Before you then approach. You can absolutely do that. You've got your forged papers from Citrona, which have been handed over. Oh, my word. Accidentally went on the wrong. There we go. Who am I missing? I'm missing Gideon. Yeah. Gideon, I need you on the map even though you're invisible.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's give you a token to mark that you're invisible.
That is not controllable by me.
Oh, it's because I put it on there. Sorry.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
Which is the processing entrance.
As you guys approach this 10 to 15 foot tall building made entirely of stone.
Can I ask before we go in?
Yeah.
Really importantly, what crime have we settled on Asmoth being arrested for? Can we agree why he's been arrested before we're quizzed and we go unruliness?
Being a tiefling without due care and attention.
Okay, what's the pretend reason then?
Probably drunken, disorderly assault or something of a police officer. Sorry, I mean scumbag.
I was going to just say he broke one of the proclamations.
Which one?
No.
He drew a sexy picture of the Queen.
And then poured raspberry tea on it or whatever it was.
Mint tea.
Mint tea.
While spilling grain.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, let's find the proclamations again. Where are they?
They are in the campaign info. So for your reference, guys, there are 2 doors. There is one single door over here with a single guard, and there is a set of double doors over here with a single guard.
I mean, like, our indefatigable paladin knows which entrance we need to go into.
Heartbreak will remember that this one is the processing entrance, or the entrance to the processing room.
All right, I'll notion to Whist and then start walking up, basically as if I know exactly where I'm going and what I'm doing.
Okay. Cool.
I think knowing knowing what we know with the proclamations, I think Asmoth is going to absolutely reek of mint.
Yeah, I was looking at it all and I'm like, is he some
Beautiful.
sort of like, is
Beautiful.
he like Mr. Colgate? Is that what we're going with?
It's like,
All right.
All of the
Beautiful.
potions are going to be made with it, so he's going to be in his pores from having been around all the fumes for the past 3 days.
Oh, didn't even have to try for this one. So you guys can walk up to the gates to this guard. And for the before you guys walk up, this person looks rather bored, kind of stand to attention when they see you approach. All right, what you got here?
Take a whiff, buddy.
What do you mean? Oh, all right. Does the warden know you're bringing them?
No, we just picked this one up off the street. Can we head in, sort out with her?
We don't normally take the fresh ones.
Hey, you got that bit of paperwork, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. We got an arrest order coming through. We just need to clear it through with the warden.
Oh, you got an arrest. All right. Give me a second. He goes to a key on his belt and goes to unlock the door. And as he pokes his head through, he'll shout something through before gesturing, for you guys to go in. As you enter this room, as soon as you enter, oh my word, I keep going on the wrong layer. I'm so sorry, guys. There we go. Whist, you hear, as soon as you guys enter, Whist, you hear, the telltale sign of a familiar voice in your mind. I beat you here. I told you I would.
Whist is being a tough guy. So he'll think really hard, but try not to show on his face. Going, okay, you win, but let's see who can upset them the most when it comes to a fight. Eh? Who can pull the most pranks when it all comes down?
Okay. Problem. I don't think there are any windows, so I can't get out of this room.
All right. So I don't have my big hat on because I'm a tough nut at the moment. Tough nuts don't wear big wizard's hats.
Okay. Well, while you're thinking about that, a door is going to open on the other side of the room, and 2 guards are going to come in. All right, what's all this?
All right, got an arrest warrant process.
One of them just holds out their hand.
I will dig over for the paperwork and hand that over.
All right, they kind of look it over. Yeah, warden. One of them heads off back through the door. You can hear every time a door opens and closes here, there is a lock, like the clink of a lock. So they clink this door open, and as soon as it closes, it clinks lock on the other side. Whist, you hear Vandalfax say, Hey, reckon I can time it and sneak in, right?
I mean, you could, but I don't know whether we'd be able to... Hey.
Yeah.
Like, how good are you at, like... When we were in that tavern, you were, like, slamming doors and stuff, but you weren't even near them.
Mm-hmm.
Are you any good at opening them?
Mm-mm.
No, just slamming them.
Oh, I wasn't actually slamming them. I just making it sound like I was slamming them.
Okay.
I wasn't actually slamming them. It's all illusion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you could sneak in, but we've got to come in after you, because otherwise you're just in there and we're out here.
Uh,
Were there any windows on the outside of this whole building?
very few, to be honest. This place feels more like a fortress. It's very bunker-like in that respect. It is mostly stone walls. Oh, I accidentally came out of that. Bear with me. Got too many tabs and I accidentally hit the X on the wrong tab.
Oh, I've got an idea, Vendelthek.
Yeah.
Right, if you were to sneak in, right, if we start fighting in here, only if we start fighting in here, you know how you can make things slippery? If you snuck in and you heard us fighting, could you make the floor, like, outside that door really slippery in case they're like, I'm gonna go get help? And then I'll open the door and they'll go, whoa, and they'll slip up.
I can definitely do that.
Yeah.
I can definitely do that.
All right. Can we try that?
Okay. Now?
Okay. Well, only if we fight. Like,
Okay.
when they open the
There is
door.
a fight, make the floor slippy.
Yeah, but you sneak out the other side, yeah. And then if
Oh,
there's
then-
not a fight, we're going to come in anyway, and then we'll catch up with you.
Let's go. And all this is happening in Whist's head. So, like, the rest of you who are watching Whist just, like, see, like, this kind of, like, him staring off and, like, trying to, like, hold back, like, a smile as he quite clearly is. To those of you who know him are like, is he planning something right now? Like, that's his planning face. But before you guys can question it too much, you are all greeted by the door clicking opening again. Whis hears a yippee whoosh as this person steps through. So I will just grow big very briefly so you guys can see her in all her glory.
Oh, she's so big.
She is so big.
And she's holding a mace.
She is holding a mace. And she comes in, looks at you all. All right, I heard that there's an arrest order for me to look at.
Yeah, that's right.
Holds a hand out.
I will walk over and hand over the papers.
She takes it. She starts looking through it. Let's see. Where's it gone? Oh, no, I'm on the wrong page. That's why. I've got it here somewhere. Okay. Looks the papers over. When did you get these made up?
Oh, they've only been done in the last couple of days. We had to pick this one up off the street before, you know. I mean, you can smell him, can't you?
You picked him up a couple of days ago and he still smells like that.
The
What
man's
did
got a
you say?
problem. Like, you can only imagine what he smelled like when we actually came up to get him, right?
And you definitely definitely not that you didn't confiscate everything properly. Kind of looking through all the papers. All right. We don't normally take them this fresh, but you're lucky that we've got some spare cells. She'll nod to one of the guards and they will approach Asmoth. The two guards will then approach Actually, yeah, that one's gone back outside. Back onto his duty. These two guards approach Asmoth to pat you down and start removing your stuff.
Okay. Do we need sleight of hand checks when we concealing stuff?
Yes.
Okay. So this is for my thieves' tools
Okay.
because they get a bonus because
Mhm.
they are specifically designed to be concealable.
Yep.
That's a low roll.
Oof, that is low. All right. Do you have anything else to add on to that?
Yes, I probably would have kept 4 extracts and my mutagen on me.
Okay.
Uh,
So roll them all now, I'd say.
Yeah. So that's 5 more, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Last one would
So
definitely be the mutagen.
so the last one was the mutagen.
Yep.
So and 2 of them are extra and the other 4 are extracts? Which extracts are they?
So I've got an extract of shield, an extract of heightened awareness, an extract of long arm, and an extract of monkeyfish.
Okay.
The first one's got a different modifier to the rest.
Yeah, because it's my thieves tools. My thieves tools have a
Oh.
bonus for being concealable.
Sure.
Okay. Of those 4 extracts, which ones, in a priority order, would you want to be hidden in? Like, would you want to definitely have on you from highest to lowest?
I probably want shield and long arm on me.
Okay. So they don't find those 2.
Cool.
They first find your monkeyfish extract. And then they go to the other pocket, the pocket on the opposite side. What was the extract that we haven't said yet?
Heightened awareness.
Okay, they find that one. And then they're kind of patting down your arms. And one of them's like, hang on, there's something in this sleeve. And they pull out your toolkit, your thieves kit. I'm looking at this one. Something makes me think that you're a wrong un, they say as they then put that to one side, ready to be processed. Everything else that you have hidden with slight. Sorry?
He just kind of shoots them a sort of slightly fanged grin. Obviously, like Hood's. I think he's probably still had his hood up because his hair's not as like his hair and beard are like disheveled.
All right. Would you have hidden the dagger?
I thought I was putting that in the bag.
I'll have happily carried the dagger if.
Okay, cool. Are you wearing your armor?
Yes.
Okay. Sabo does notice that and say they didn't even confiscate his armor, as the guards then go to start removing your cloak and unbuckling your armor.
Whist is like looking at his nails, and he's gonna say out the corner of his mouth, like, "I told you should have taken his armor." To Blue Blood.
Stab someone with it? Come on.
Buy me dinner first. Fine.
I should have got the position as guard. Absolutely. Anyway, it's not for here.
Sabo looks at the 2 of you like you are utter children.
That's
utter
fine.
Imbeciles.
While this is happening, Asmoth is putting up that sort of token resistance of kind of like that it's not like fully resisting because he's like aware what will happen if he actually resists.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that sort of thing of like trying to get shoes onto a toddler.
Yeah.
But it's getting armor off
Just
a 6 foot tall tiefling.
just constantly squirming. Sabo is watching all of this with a very disinterested eye, just absolutely not amused by any part of the situation at all. Whist, you hear there may be a problem with your plan.
What's going on?
Well, I went through the first door, and the
Mhm.
room is really small, and it goes straight into another door which is locked.
Right.
And I don't know how to get through this one.
Mm. All right. Well, right. You wait there for a sec.
Okay.
You know, we'll see what happens next. We might just have a fight in here in a second anyway, and then people will come and open that door anyway for you. So we'll see.
Oh, do you need grease on that side?
Maybe not yet though.
Okay. Let me know if you
Is
need
it says, can you see through the keyhole?
it. Ba. I will say, at the point that he goes to cast it, we will find out.
Okay, cool.
As they start to take off Asmoth's armor, you guys start to get the sense that if they go through the entire processing of Asmoth, it's going to take more than 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna glance towards Blue Blood. As like the more armor is taken off, the worse position we're in. So if we're gonna have the fight now, we should have the fight now.
I drink the 2 potions as
Mhm.
I'm walking slowly.
Mhm.
I will cast. I will cast Bless, so it hits the entire party.
Beautiful.
Do you want me to make a contested stealth check?
To stop yourself from being heard, yes, because there's still there's still verbal components on it, isn't there? Yes.
Yeah. So the plus moving is a +20. I don't think casting requires highly audible, so I'll basically be whispering it as quietly as possible. So that
Okay.
would that still apply?
No, because the bonus is to not being seen. You could still be heard. There will be some sort of circumstantial bonus from the fact that like things are moving around and there's voices, which will basically be giving like a circumstantial bonus.
Sure. Well, I mean, you can. It specifies that you can talk under invisibility, that it doesn't break it. So I assume the effect.
Oh no, it doesn't break the invisibility, so you can't be targeted, so you can't be seen, but you could still be spotted. Well, so you could still be heard in terms of.
But moving around, which generates noise. So like the sound of somebody's boot on stone. If I'm whispering as
Oh, I see what you
quietly
mean.
as possible.
Okay.
It feels like they're
I'll give you the bonus then, no, because it does say the bonus is +20 if the creature is moving. So yeah.
I will slowly move through. 34.
Beautiful.
If you ready an action, Ash,
Mm.
and that action is to cast a spell, is that obvious to the people who are around? Is it like you're holding the spell, like vortex in your hand, or is it just you're ready to cast it? What would be what's your ruling on that? Because
So
obviously I don't want to.
it depends. So if you are bracing so that your next action is to cast a spell, like you can have your like hands up and ready, but you've not actually cast a spell yet, and then your next like standard action would be to cast a spell. If you can cast a spell and hold it, and at that point like you're holding the magic.
I will cast Divine Favor, and I will spend a swift action to turn my offhand weapon into a +1 weapon.
Nice. Okay.
And I'll say kind of out loud. All right, I think it's time we got started.
Okay.
Started with what?
I attack her from the back.
Yeah.
I headbutt one of the guards.
Beautiful.
did-
Everyone roll initiative for me.
Do I have that? Sorry, that all just happened. Can I have
Yeah.
ready to cast a spell,
You
even
absolutely
though not
can.
hold a spell, but
You-
ready to
yes.
cast?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
You can yeah, no. That all happened at once. Like, if Gideon had the time to do that, like, you had like enough warning that you could have prepared to do something. Let's
That's
get
awful.
you added.
Could I have?
Okay.
a
Hopefully,
surprise
we get a
round?
surprise round. So
That's what I'm hoping for.
Gotta do their normal initiatives first. Ah, okay. You'll like the number on her, and then your guards have got. Where's that initiative? There it is. Okay. Okay. Because they did not see this coming, you guys will get a surprise round because you set this up really well. I have 2 Asmos. How do I have 2 Asmos?
It's Morbin time.
A wizard did it.
Yeah, I don't know why you have 2 Asmoth.
Morbed all over these guys.
Do not know. All right. All right. Got rid of that one. It is Asmoth first. I believe you're doing a headbutt.
Yeah, so unarmed strike on the guard currently in front of me.
Okay.
Would he also be the one that happens to be carrying my thieves' tools?
Yes. We'll
Is
say
it
he
likely
is.
Is it likely that he would drop them when headbutted?
We'll do the headbutt and see what happens.
Okay.
Okay, so that crit confirms.
Cool. I'm going to add my sneak attack onto that as well.
There you go. Nice. So that he started with that health, and then we're taking off 19 damage. Based on the fact that he immediately becomes bloodied, in his shock, yes, he will drop the thieves' tools.
Cool. Am I able to catch them?
That would probably be, I'll say that's a reflex check to see if you can grab him quickly enough. I'm going to say no on that one. I had a number in my head and you didn't match it.
That's fine.
What's your number we're at playing with? So we're playing with that number. Wonderful. Okay. Blue Blood, you've got a standard action.
Okay, I'll just make an attack with my longsword at 2 hands.
Okay.
Just adjust my numbers a little bit because I haven't smited yet.
Okie dokie.
That should be everything. Down to -1. Yeah. So this is with all the bonuses on.
Okay. Ooh, nice. This is against Salvo, right?
Yeah.
All right. You swing full force at her and just leave her crying out in shock more than anything as blood spurts out of her. Gideon, you've got a standard action. You are invisible for about 2 more seconds.
Cool. Stabbing her right in the back.
Okay.
Oh. Uh,
Nice.
and
All
then
right.
there's an extra 1 from Divine Favor.
So that's 8 damage.
Let me see if I have anything else. I had shield. Yeah, that's everything.
Cool. She is very much not liking those 2 blows. Very angry. We miss.
Wait,
Why is Evie here?
hang on.
Ah, I think I. Is this Captain Turn from?
Yeah,
Oh,
must have
hang on.
picked up some old ones.
Yeah, it's picked up old ones. I don't know how that's happened. All right, well, that one's going to be... Well, we've already said you're in 18, so I'll change that one to 18. Get rid of that one. And get rid of that one. Picked up Nox somehow. All right, there we go. Okay.
So I rolled an 18 and it didn't count it as a crit when the rapier's crit range is 18 to 20.
That is... Okay, roll another d20 for me. And what's your modifier? What do you add?
Plus 10.
Okay, you crit. So roll another damage die. Okay, so another 4 damage from it being a crit. Yeah, does not like that at all. It is the surprise round, so they do not go. Whist.
Does Vendelfett get to act in the surprise round?
No, because he didn't get the alert.
That's fair enough. Right, I am going to make a ranged touch attack against Saber.
Yeah.
So let's see how this goes. I'm not great at these, but she is flat-footed, so who knows? I'm just gonna roll the dagger, but it's the same.
Okie dokie.
It's a 12, but she's flat-footed.
She is flat-footed, and also it's against her touch, isn't it?
Yeah, it's touch attack.
Yeah, cool. Her touch is 9.
Good. I'm
So-
only going to get this off in a surprise round.
What spell are you doing?
I'm doing Shard of Chaos.
Oh, so what does this do?
Okay, so she needs to make a will save for me, and she's as we know, she's a devout follower of Asmodeus. Is that right?
Yes, she is
Yeah.
a follower of Asmodeus.
So she's slightly worse at this versus me. So it's a DC 17 will save, please.
To reduce the damage, and ooh, that's gonna be fun if that goes. Okay, so let's see. Her number is okay. So she passes the save. She rolled a natural 20.
That's fair enough. It happens.
But she
So,
does take
is she a
half.
lawful creature?
She is a lawful creature.
Okay, so she's going to take 2d8
Yeah, halved.
halved. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, give me a second. Just remembering where all the buttons are on this thing. So she's going to take 9, rounded down to 4, I believe.
I'll be nice and round up to 5.
Aw, thanks.
As the shard of chaos strikes her and reverberates through her and leaves her very much wincing and not happy. At the state of things. Hang on. Let me do this again, and then we went down to Whist. We are still in the surprise round, so they do not go, and there we go. So I went to Whist. Do. Why is Blue Blood above?
It's gone weird because that
I
says
don't
I'm
know
on
why.
17 and I wasn't. I was on 3.
Everything all messed up, so you're on 17 now.
Okay, cool.
All right. Top of the round is Asmos.
Okay. I'm gonna. How quickly can I scoop up the tools off the floor? Like, what kind of action are we talking? Like a swift action to grab those, or or would it be a move action? Because that determines whether or not I'm going to try and pick the locks on my shackles.
I would probably say it would be a move action.
Cool beans. Yep. That's not a worry. So I will use my move action to pick up the tools.
Mm-hmm.
Swift action and have my tail bring my mutagen into my
Yeah.
hand. And
Where'd you get that from? as your tail pulls out the little bottle.
what the tail? There's a tail as a bottle. Click. Look. Standard action. Activate the mutagen and
Beautiful.
hide out on them.
All right. Hide Asmos. Let's go.
How much of my has my armor been from my actual physical armor been reduced at all?
I would say like they had to take a little while like patting you down, like they had like they possibly like undone a couple of the like clasps. They haven't actually removed any of the armor yet because you jumped them.
Noted. Cool.
You have a tasteful shoulder.
Like one shoulder's undone. Like you're missing the cloak.
One
which
slightly
if any
promiscuous shoulder.
yeah, that's about it. Blue blood.
Okay, this time I'm going to smite and then strike.
Okay.
This is adding my rolls in and swing.
You have a +2 from me flanking.
I've added that one in, don't worry.
Oh no.
It's just a terrible roll.
That was a bad roll. Unfortunately, her armor is too tough for that one. Even with her still being flat-footed.
Well.
So that does clang off her completely.
And then okay, that's everything I'm doing.
Okay. In that case, Gideon, you're up.
Full round action.
Go for it. That one does hit.
The second one will because I haven't factored in the flanking bonus because I didn't want to.
Yeah. So the first rapier will hit.
19.
So the 23 will hit. Well, that'll be a 25.
Yeah.
The 19 will hit. Is there any other damage that I'm not aware that isn't being that isn't in those numbers?
I don't think so. I've added the attack and damage bonuses to the block, but because she may move, I didn't want to add the +2 from flanking.
Okay.
Block and have to remove it.
That's fine. So she takes 2 of those attacks. Takes that damage. She's looking very, very badly at this point. As we then go to the first guard, who immediately yells. Trying to think what word he would use to yell. Probably like he'll probably yell. Yeah, he'll yell interlopers as raises a mace.
It's the freaking bat.
And goes to hit. Actually, yeah, no. Whist is right in front of him. He'll go to strike Whist.
Mm-hmm. That's fair enough.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Does a 22 hit?
Does a 22 hit? Ash,
Oh,
of course
so
it does.
He brings up a longsword. He brings it down on you, and you will take 11 damage.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage. I'm only a small boy.
Mm-hmm. As he shouts, "We need reinforcements!" The one who has been blooded by the Asmoth goes to do the same thing to Asmoth and gets a 22.
That hits.
Yeah, okay. That is a 6 damage
Noted.
against Asmoth. Whist, you're up.
I'm going to do a full round action,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Summon Monster 2.
Kidoki.
And I would like
Are
to
you casting
summon.
defensively?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me. Oh, what's the check for casting defensively? The concentration. Yeah, concentration check. What level spell is...
Level 2.
So DC is 19. Concentration check is your spell level plus your casting stat.
Casting stat.
Or casting modifier.
Oh God.
You gotta
Give me
you
a-
gotta you got
Oh,
you gotta
yeah,
get a
four.
19 to get the spell off.
If you just click on concentration in your spell.
Oh yeah, there's concentration. I forget that there is actually a concentration button on this.
Where?
It should be in the spells page.
Spells under spell casting, just below your level.
Oof. Wait,
Oh,
where's
no.
the cleric 0?
Oh, yeah, no, it hasn't added my level.
Why
So
is it
in
not
which
added to
case,
your
that
level?
would be a 20.
So you succeed. You're able. So because it's a 4-round action, this monster will appear at the start of your next turn.
Cool.
But you kind of like duck under an attack that's coming, and begin to weave this magic. Where in the room is your monster going to appear? By the way.
My monster is going to get. I think going to go here. Get some flanking bonuses going on.
Cool, love that, love that. Okay, so between the guard and Albrecht, you guys see. How does your magic look with this spell?
I think it's like with all this magic against what he'd like, it's very, very showy. And there's like a small rose sort of like grows between the cracks of the flagstones, and then dramatically unfurls, and in the center of it, it's just like coming out is this like big burly kind of pink toned frog.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at the point where the basically at this point of the spell, the rose is starting to grow out of the cracks of the gobblestones. It's starting to twist up between them. It is now Sabo's turn. And Sabo is going to well oh boy, it's been so long since I've run one of these. Don't you just love running a class that you don't normally run and you forget how it works? Okay, cool. So she kind of like does a quick motion, and as soon as she does, you guys see that her wounds slowly start to stitch together, as like there is kind of a new aura around her that feels infernal and evil, as she yeah will she's gonna have to do her own concentration check in a second. What's her casting? Oh, of course, you've got combat casting. Beautiful. I wish they wrote down concentrate. Oh no, it's concentration right there. Beautiful. So she adds. No, it's yeah. Okay, brilliant. Oh my gosh, she failed the concentration check.
Yeah.
So she's casting defensively. She just loses the spell.
She loses the spell, so you guys can't cast. So she brings what other shield does she have? She's got a heavy steel shield. So she can't hold up her mace with this. So she's like very much like hiding herself behind her shield, gesturing with her other hand, and goes to like pass it to basically create a black and red coil of energy in her hand, which she then goes to lash out. But because you two are threatening from both sides, she loses focus and the spell fizzles in her hand before she can finish it.
Unfortunate.
She hisses at the both of you.
Does that mean that we get a attack of opportunity?
No, because she cast defensively. If she hadn't cast defensively, you would get the attack of opportunity. However, the guard that was outside looks through, sees all of this that's going on, and immediately runs towards this door, yelling that they need backup as this one then goes to open the door. So that'll be fun in a second.
Does Vendelfek get off?
I was just about to say, what happens before it's Asmos' turn again is Whist, you hear in your head, okay, I think I've got a shot. I can either get a spot with her in it or a spot with the two men in it, but I can't get both. Who do you want to slip?
I think the spot with the two guys, because if we can get them down, then we can all gang up on her.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll prank him real good. And you guys see. Imagine sherbet in magic. Like it's all just sparkles and sort of shoots out of this keyhole across the room, and basically comes to right next to where the coiling rose is, to then explode as you guys then see rainbow tinted grease cover the floor. It covers a 10-foot square, which I will draw for us all, because we will need it later. So this is our grease square. It's on the wrong layer because I am smart. There we go. And they need to, I believe, immediately. Yeah, they immediately make reflex saves. Okay, let's see how these go. What's the DC for the? It's based on that. Okay, and the fairy dragon's DC is. Oh, it's DC. It's right there for me. They both wobble, but manage to keep their footing.
Oh.
Dang it! I wanted him to fall over.
Asmith will knock him down and they'll fall over. It'll happen.
Yes. Go, Asmith, go, Asmith. Asmith, you suddenly hear in your head, go, gonna come over.
Not pleased about that at all.
It is now your go.
Cool. I'm actually more preoccupied with the shackles that are currently probably restricting fair amount of blood flow from his
Mm.
increased mass wrist.
Okay, yeah, make a it's disabled device.
Yeah, and it will be
Check.
a full round. It's a full round action. I looked.
Yep. All right.
And Shablam.
I have a feeling with the kind of locks that you would have put on, because obviously you guys prepared for this,
Yeah.
so you would have given yourself like a
Something.
simple lock to do. So you like it takes you a second to like get the right angle, especially now that you've bulked up a little bit. But as soon as you find it, you just kind of click, 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 whoosh, they're off.
Cool.
You are now free to cause destruction.
I think if there's anything I could possibly do with the swift action, but I don't think there is.
All right. In that case, blue blood.
Okay, I'm just gonna go for another swing with a two-handed longsword.
Okie dokie.
Swoosh.
How do you want to do this?
Well,
How do you want to take down? How do you want to take down the warden?
So probably a case of, because Alberic's a pretty practiced fighter, especially against people with shields, is probably a case of like bashing into the shield with the pommel of the longsword,
Mm-hmm.
and then just sweeping full force low, and just kind of carrying the swing all the way through.
Okay. It carves past a chink of her armor into the core of her, and blood just. You hear her gasp, and immediately her breath starts to rattle as she kind of looks at you, very like in shock almost.
And then point the sword at her body and say, "By the light and the sword."
The Dark Prince will have his way with you yet. And she falls.
So is this a dead Sabo, or do I need to spend a round making sure she don't get up with whatever
You
healing
did.
factor she's
You
got?
did. You did see that she was starting to stitch herself together. Like she had some sort of. She did a little hand wave, and her wounds started to stitch themselves together. You did see that. So it is up to you.
I mean, with the injury like that, there's always Outbreak and just do it again. I'm going to charge into this one.
Okay. You do charge into the grease pit, so make a reflex save for me. DC is 14.
Where is the grease pit? Is it
It's the blue square.
Okay. There's a bloke here as well, isn't there?
Yes. This is a table here. So I would say it's either a reflex save to get to that dude, or it's an acrobatics check to vault the table and get to that dude.
Okay. Well, my reflex save appears to be better because I'm not trained acrobatics and it's just pure dex. So yeah.
I will say it is Grease and it is Fendelfeck. But the fairy dragon is fun. You don't know that his spells are the strongest.
Cool. I guess like try and Caden it.
All right.
Just roll high.
You roll high enough as you dart past Albric, geared through the grease into position, and then you can go to strike with your charge.
It's a big old charge. Because I'm using that to just take the first one.
Cool.
So that would be a 20 to hit.
That hits
22 flank.
That
And
hits.
7 piercing damage.
Cool. All right. We take that damage. They are very much not looking forward to any of this that's going on right now. This one who hasn't been hurt yet sees you skate in, seemingly out of nowhere, and is offended that you did such a thing. And so tries to hit you with a 24.
That does hit because my AC is lowered.
Okay, you take 9 damage.
Okay.
This very, very bloodied and battered one is also going to strike at you. I have a feeling that a 15 does not make the number.
Miss.
Okay, brilliant. Whis, your spell finishes. What kind of animal are you summoning?
I am summoning a giant frog.
A giant frog.
Uh,
When we say giant, are we talking a natural large creature?
it's a medium-sized creature. It's the frog the size of a man.
Got it. That's why it's giant. Okay. There is no frog here. How is there no frog in this?
I think I've found it. I'll just drop it into general.
Oh wait, there's a toad. We'll use the toad.
Yeah, a rose-scented, blush pink, giant frog comes into being.
Please move on to the. Why are you not moving onto the board? There you are. Okay, cool. Giant frog turns up there. Do you have the stats for your giant frog?
I do.
Brilliant. Oh,
So-
and you got there. Thank you. Okay. That is that was like your full round action last turn, so you still have your full action this time round as well.
Yeah,
And your frog gets to do stuff.
yeah. Does my frog go before or after me? I can't remember.
I'll say after you.
Cool. So, how beaten up is this guy looking in front of me?
The one to the right is you think another well-placed stab from Gideon or Asmoth will do him in. The one directly in front of you has taken no damage at all.
Okay, the one directly in front of me. I am going to cast Forbid Action.
Oh, okay. Are you casting defensively?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I can't take hits. I don't like being in melee, it turns out. This is awful.
So what level is Forbid Action? Is it level 1 spell?
Level 1.
Cool, your DC is 17.
Cool. So I'll roll this, but it's +4 because I haven't figured out how to change it yet.
Okay.
So where's that concentration thing gone again? God, come on. So it's 19 actually.
Cool. All right, you make the number. So you are able to forbid action. What action do you forbid?
Attack. Please don't kill me. DC 16 Wisdom save.
Ooh. Okay.
Little birthday boy.
Okay, this is for 1 round. Let's roll the number.
1 sec.
Okay, cool. So is it are you forbidding the target from attacking or from attacking you?
From attacking in general.
Brilliant. Okay. So you see him, like, you see the magic inflict an effect, and he starts to kind of seize up. And he like looks at his sword and looks at you, very alarmed.
I'll say, look, the Dark Lord will be extremely disappointed if you do. And then I'm going
You're
to
fighting.
have a giant frog try and swallow him.
Amazing. Have your giant frog. Let's see. So it's got.
So the giant frog makes a bite attack at +3. And then it can grab following that. So it has to see if it hits first.
Okay.
So roll a d20, and it's going to be this +3. So a 19.
Against their AC at 19 hits.
Cool. So we're learning as we go, kids, because this is the first time I've looked at a giant frog stat block as well. So it's 1d6 + 2, so 7 points of damage.
Okay. Are you doing the damage or are you doing the tongue attack?
So it says there's 2 different types of attack.
Mm-hmm.
So melee, bite +3. Oh no,
Or
but that's
tongue.
with. Oh, I'm looking at augmented. Oh, no, I'm not. 1d6 + 2 + grab.
Okay, so
Or
you
tongue.
can grab.
Yeah. So I will grab.
Okay, yeah. Roll a CMB.
Okay, so let me find CMB. Sorry about this. +3. So it's whatever this is +3. Natural 20.
Okay, cool.
Blam.
So the dude takes what was it was 1d6 + 2. So he takes 7 damage, first of all.
Yeah.
And then this frog just where is his CMD? I always lose the CMD. It's there. Yeah, no. The dog frog straight up just like glomps onto him and grapples him in place. He is now grappled
Yay.
with the frog.
The frog's just like this guy round its lip. Big lippy mouth.
Okay. The chained heart is because he is chained because he is grappled. Okay. Whis, would you like to do any 5-foot steps at all, or do you want to stay where you are?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah?
Really love to
Do a
maybe
5-foot step?
go
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, you can go there. You can
Thanks for
absolutely
being
go
a kind and benevolent DM there.
there. No, stop doing that. There we go. Okay. This one is still off getting help. Asmoth.
Okay, so that guy's flanked. I'm guessing he's not flat-footed on the grease at the moment.
Not at the moment now.
No worries, but I'm still flanking, so that is enough for me. How, like you say, he's bloodied. How battered is he? How battered looking is he?
Very. You get the right claw attack off of this guy, and he is going down in the grease one way or another.
Okay. So yeah, I'll go for the full claw attack. So both
Okay.
claws followed by a bite.
Okay. I will say if he drops, you can then move your attacks onto the other opponent.
Yeah.
Who is grappled and so takes a -2.
If they grapple,
Yeah.
I would say if they grapple, do I get a sneak attack against them or no? So I don't think they're flat-footed. They're not flat-footed then, are they?
I don't think you instantly do.
No, that's cool.
Sec. Grapple.
Not. I think it's like a stage beyond grapple where they'll be flat-footed. Because they're not flat-footed, they specifically lose 2 AC.
No worries. First one
The
definitely doesn't hit.
first claw misses. The second claw hits.
Yep.
You are flanking with this guy with Gideon, so you would get a sneak attack on him. Okay, he's definitely dead.
Cool.
That's -16.
And probably bite into the person that's getting frogged.
Okay, bite the guy's getting frogged. Yep. That is a nasty chomp. Indeed, nasty chomp.
Do you think when this guy woke up and was like, Oh, another day at the millstone. He thought he was going to get eaten by a random guy and a big frog. Like, do you
Probably
think that
not.
was on his bingo card for the day?
I imagine not. No. Is that it with your turn?
Just like she's there, like now the fortune cookie makes sense.
Okay. Anything else with your turn, Asmuth?
Yeah, identify footstep.
Yeah, perfect. Blue blood.
There appears to be a frog on me.
There is a frog. Oh, is there a frog on you? Oh, is that where that one went? I was wondering where they went. Okay. There's now no longer a frog on you.
There were several frogs on me. I'm gonna 5-foot step and then coup de grace.
Okay. Roll to. Do you even need to roll to hit for a coup de grace? It's a full round action. I'll say you do it.
Yeah, so it's a 4-round action, and then ideally an automatic crit, and they have to make a fortitude save or die immediately.
Okay.
Let's have a look. Coup de grace, where are you? There we go. You automatically hit and score a critical hit. If the defender survives the damage, they must make a fortitude save, DC 10 plus the damage dealt or die.
Okay. All right. Roll your critical hit damage then.
So this is just double the dice, isn't it?
Double your. No, it's double your dice and double your modifier. The only thing you won't double is if you have any like your sneak attack wouldn't double, and if you had a magic, like an energy damage on your weapon, that won't double.
It's 28.
Yeah, you don't. She doesn't need to make that check. She doesn't need to make that check. Her. I will tell you this now. Her constitution is 14, and she was already on -6. So, yeah, you don't need to do that check. You can straight up decapitate her if you want.
Yeah, just
She is not getting back up.
Going just for a clean.
Yeah, just
Make sure she doesn't come back.
Yes, exactly that. All right. It's a 4-round action to do that, though.
Yep.
So that is your turn. Gideon,
Right,
there is a frog next to you, a rose-tinted frog, and a guy that is currently in its mouth.
I think you'll find that is Professor Frog.
Professor Frog, I apologize.
Must use correct honorifics with the frog.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use a free action to turn off Sacred Weapon,
Okay.
and I will full round action attack. Who's it? The asshole in front of me.
Yeah.
I assume the crit does not confirm.
The crit does not confirm. That is, however, 11 damage on that one. And the 20 does hit. So that is 16 damage total. Okay. Do you have any other way of dealing damage? Any other numbers that I missed?
I don't believe so. Like I've stacked all of my
Cool.
peas in a pod.
Okie dokie. In that case, he is looking very badly indeed. Like a soft wind might blow him over.
He also can't attack.
He can't attack because he has been forbidden from doing so. And he is grappled. Which Trying to remember. Oh, that's not helpful. How about this one? Hmm. Cool. He's kind of a bit stuck because he wants to run away, but he can't because he's currently in the mouth of a frog. So he's gonna try and break the grapple. His number is, it was in here somewhere. It's that one. What is your frog's CMD? In fact, I've got it here. Somewhere.
You want me to look?
14-18 versus Trip.
Okay, not tripping. He punches the frog in the face and it breaks its hold. That is, however,
Alright.
his action. He's then looking around trying to work out if he should. Actually, what he's then going to try and do is 5-foot step out of the grease, which is, does he need to roll a check? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say he needs to make a check. Okay, yes, he successfully steps out of the grease. Levies his sword at all of you. You're not gonna get away with this. As Whist, it's your turn. Whist?
Oh, I thought you said Asmuth, it's your turn.
No, it's Whist, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry, I misheard you. Okay, well, that's true. We might not get away with this. Especially as I'm not very good at fighting. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to peer. Actually, which was the guy who let us into this room?
He ran off to go get back up.
Okay. Is there any bars or anything to bar this door?
No, I'll say. The doors
That's
themselves
okay.
look heavy and they've got locks. There's probably some chains around.
No, it's okay because the warden's over here and she'll definitely have the keys on her.
She will definitely have the keys, yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, well, fine. I'll sling him. I
Okay.
don't want to run past him, so let's see what happens. 22 to hit.
You hit him.
1 bludgeoning damage, please.
Against this guy,
Yeah,
he falls over.
amazing. I will. Whist will be like, kind of like a bit of analysis paralysis, and then like half sighing to himself will get out his sling, swing it, and like completely like with no care because he doesn't think it's going to work, just sling it in their direction, not even looking, and it just hits the guy on the temple and he goes down.
Yeah.
And then he looks a bit stunned. And you're like, oh, right. Well, that solves some problems. And then he'll go.
That's what I will tell you. You can tell that this dude is unconscious. He is not bleeding. Like, he is not in dying levels. He's on exactly 0.
That's okay. I think Whist would feel a bit weird if he did kill him. All right, 10, 15, 20. And then he'll start getting ready. I doubt I can do it this turn, but to get the keys off the warden.
Cool. All right, what's your frog do?
My froggo is gonna. Oh, I can't pick him up. but he is going to jump because he can, so he won't have to have a sad time with Grease. Probably over here, and for his movement, and then if he can ready an action, that if anyone comes that direction within his range, he would
Mhm.
like to make a tongue attack at them to try and grab them.
Okay. Where was it you wanted him to go?
Like he
Oh, he kind of like steps here a little bit, so he's out of the grease, and then plops over to there, and then like kind of readies himself up. His tongue you guys can see like his huge tongue like starts to prepare to like coil, like it's coiled, ready to like lash out at something.
that'll be his turn.
Cool. That is his turn. These guys, yeah, they'll move their full actions. They'll take their full turns, moving up to here. As do these ones. And
Cool.
group up and say, stand down, all of you.
Well, one of them came into range, so
One of them did
unfortunately
come into range.
they're going to get frogged, hopefully.
All right, roll your attack.
Cool. So let me check. So tongue is +3 again. 14 +3, 17.
That does indeed hit them. So the tongue attack deals no damage on it, but can be used to grab. So CMB check.
Yeah.
And if they use their tongue, they don't take the grappled condition because he's just kind of like holding the guy.
Yeah, the frog doesn't gain the grappled condition. So
The one
frog
who's
can
grappling
still...
does, yes.
Yeah. So that is his CMB is +3. Nope. 10. So probably doesn't make it.
Nope, very not.
But like, and he does like have his bluster ruined by being like, stand down, and then just like a wet frog tongue just lays over his face for a moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Asimov, there's new targets.
Cool. I just realised that at the end of the last turn, I should have done a will save because I got hit.
Oh yeah, do that now then.
Cool. I had to make a 15, so.
Cool. All right,
Happy
it's your
with that.
turn.
I will quickly, like with my have my tail bring the shield extract I had.
Yeah.
I didn't find. Brought up, and I will chug a lug on that.
Cool.
And I'll probably ask Gideon to get my pack to me.
The knife is on my my hip. If you wanted the knife.
It's not the knife I'm after.
Okay.
There's no worry. I can.
Whist has the rest of the pack, I think.
Yeah, I do.
So are these doors open? Yeah.
Yes, those doors are open. You can see the guards standing outside, like readying weapons and stuff, telling you all to stand down.
Well, I got a move action left, so I'm gonna. I'm I'm going to move back here actually,
Okay.
and just say to Whist, like, quickly, my pack.
All right.
At this point, all the black stuff is coming out of his eyes, mouth, and like, teeth have obviously extended, and he is starting to look a lot more monstrous.
Beautiful. Love that. Before Whisk can respond, however, it is Blue Blood's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna step up to here
Okay.
next to the door,
hmm
and I'm gonna ready an action. So if the door opens, I'll strike straight away.
I will tell you now. You know that Sabo locked the door when she came in here.
In that case, I will search her body for the set of keys.
Oh, you know that she has the one skeleton key. So make a perception check for me.
Uh-oh. That's a 1.
Like you go to search her, and then you realize, then like you focus again on like this huge symbol of Asmodeus is on her breastplate, and you're like, ugh. Which makes you fail the check.
What kind of Akatar shit is it when the Asmodean priest's boobies distract the paladin of Iomade?
Gideon.
Right. It's Freebird time.
Mm.
Charge.
You are still in the grease, so make a reflex save for me to not fall over.
Right. Caden, do not fail me now. Just roll high. Oh no. Actually, why am I doing this? I'm just going to check freedom of movement.
Oh, does it help with this?
The influence of magic that usually impedes movement, such as paralysis, solid fog, slow, and web.
The combat maneuver checks made to grapple the target automatically fail. Automatically succeeds any maneuver checks and escape artist checks. That's not what this is.
Sure.
I'm reading the spell bit, the spell here, but
yeah. I assume I look like a twat.
you go to charge, you slip, you fall on your face. I'm afraid.
Is it the freedom blessing for War Priest?
Yeah, it just gives you charges of freedom of movement. Right, so that's. I guess I'm gonna use the rest of my action, or does that just end my turn? Because that was my. I was charging.
I'm just checking. So yeah, so you still technically have your you didn't get to start the charge, so you would still have an action.
I'll get up then.
Yeah, that'll cost your move to do so.
Can I try and pull myself into a non-greased space?
Do you want to roll over and then stand up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. I'll let you roll 5 feet and then stand up. That will probably be your turn.
Sure. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ isn't in this game.
Sorry, Caden Kalian.
Okay. Whis.
I am going to. I will drop the bag for my pal here.
Okay, I'd say you can either drop it as a free action or you can give it to him as a move action. The difference is whether he has to spend an action to then retrieve it on his turn.
I'll give it to him as a move action because for my main action, I'm already next to her. I'm going to search her for the skeleton key.
All right. Asmoth, you get your pack shoved into your hands by tiny hands, and then roll a perception check for me.
14.
Did she have it hidden on herself? I don't think she did. You know what? She wouldn't have. She's the warden. It's literally on her belt. So yeah, you spot a very ornate key with a skull on it because it is a skeleton key. And it must fit the vibe.
I appreciate that.
On her belt, and you can pull it off as part of your perception.
Cool. Well, I will grab that, and I think that's my whole turn because I've done a move and an action. But I do have a frog. So
You do have a frog. So what does your frog do?
You also
They're
have
gonna
a 5-foot step.
fight that guy. Oh yeah, I'll 5-foot step here so then Asmoth can get past if he wants to. He's gonna do an old bite.
Bite him.
This +3. Natural 20.
Roll again.
Natural 1. So just a normal hit.
Roll your damage and then roll your grab.
Cool. So damage was come on wheel. 1d6 +2. So 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
And then it's a CMB, so it's this plus 12.
Nope.
Cool. That's fine. So 7 points of nomin damage, please.
Yep. You have dealt some nomin damage to this one. I'll mark him as yellow to say he's been hurt. There we go. All right. It is now their turns. So that one is gonna 5-foot step and then try to stab your frog.
No,
my
frog.
What's your frog's AC?
Something really, really strong. Don't even worry about it. AC 12.
Yeah, okay, he's gonna hit that.
Yeah.
That will be 10 damage against the frog.
Poor Froggy. He's still up.
Froggy. As this one comes in, sees the grease, and sidesteps it to go attack Gideon. 27.
It hits.
Okay. 6 damage.
Okay.
This one steps up and also tries to stab the frog. Hits.
Poor Froggy.
That is 8 damage.
Froggy no more. Froggy, bye-bye.
Oh no! Bye-bye, Froggy.
The frog did everything it needed to and more.
The frog was excellent. This one's gonna stand over his friend's corpse, and try to attack Asmoth. 22 to hit.
My AC is 22.
Meets it, beats it. 12 damage. That was max on the dice.
Oof. Okay.
As it is now your turn.
Just double check.
Oh, actually, I think at this point, at the end of that point, you'll hear Vendelfek in your head go, Is the grease helping or not? Because I kind of all left it. I can make a new one.
Oh, well, a new one might be more useful, yeah.
Okay, I'll get rid of this one then, and the grease vanishes.
Thanks.
Bye.
That's my will save against my rage mutagen.
Yep.
But I'm still pretty angry, so he's going to get the triple pop.
Pop, pop.
Pop. Oop, didn't even do that twice. Pop, pop, pop. So 14 and 16, I'm imagining don't hit.
Against their AC, no, I'm afraid not.
No worries. And the 10 definitely will
Nope.
not hit.
You scrape off them, I'm afraid.
That's cool. I will then shimmy away over here with a 5-foot step.
Yep, perfect. Okay. Albric.
Okay. Step forward, 5, 10, 15.
That is a table. You'll have to vault it.
Oh, can I move? I'll move to here then. So I'm going basically through.
You
most
go
of the
to Asmoth? Yep, that's
spaces.
fine.
Yeah. And I'll take a swing. I've taken my bonuses off, so 2-handed longsword.
I'm afraid that
Probably
misses.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm power attacking, so.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's me done.
Cool. Gideon.
Right, full round attack on this one.
Go on.
Right, try.
Okay, 2 of those hit.
The ones that have the minimum damage.
Yes. You do get the soul threat to the enemy thing though, so that's going to be 9 damage total.
Yep.
Brilliant. Okay. That one has now been a hurt. Twist. You're up.
Okay.
Oh, the frog is
So,
dead. The frog is gone. Rest in
the
peace,
frog
frog.
is super gone.
Actually, the frog
Okay.
will have disappeared because it's a summon creature, so just poof, vanishes.
What's the light like in here?
So in here, this is where we get into what was Vandalfat was talking about, and there being no windows. There are ever burning torches attached to the walls, and that is the only source of light. Like the place is lit, but it's only by these torches.
Okay. But it is there are lights.
Yes.
Cool. In which case, I would like to with I think this guy would probably be would that guy be the most annoying? Maybe this guy's the most annoying. This guy. No, this guy. I would like to cast Shadow Trap on him.
Ooh. Okay.
So it's a will negates spell.
Got it. You pin the
So
target shadow to its current location, causing them to become entangled.
yeah, so the DC, is he a follower of Asmodeus at all? Or an Asmodean? Or is he just a random guy?
He's one of the guards. You don't know.
Because I'll leave it into you, but if he is in his heart, if he is, then the DC is slightly harder. So if he's not, his DC is 15. If he is, the DC is 16.
Okay. Doesn't matter. I rolled a 6.
Okay, cool. Cool. In which case, I'm going to pin his shadow to his current location,
Okay.
causing him to become entangled and preventing him from moving more than 5 feet from his original position.
Okay. He does not
Each,
like this.
yeah, each round he can attempt a new saving throw as a full round action.
Ooh. Okay. It is now their collective turns. So I'm just gonna roll that now. Nope. Will the one against Albric first? Rolled a 15 to hit.
Not even close.
One against Gideon. 19 to hit. This one that's been hurt is gonna move up to here and also try to attack Albric. 22 to hit. Albric.
22 will hit.
Okay, cool. That is 12 damage.
Ooh, that stinks.
Mm-hmm. Adnos, you're up.
Okay.
Roll your will save.
No, I've not been damaged.
Oh,
Only-
yeah. It's only on damage, isn't it? Yep.
Oh wait, did I? Yeah, I rolled that before. I'm going to, I think, go into my pack
Mm-hmm.
and chug the level 2 Cure Light Wounds.
Okay.
Get back 5 whole hit points. So I will take that.
All right. Anything else with your turn? I mean, you have you aren't currently being threatened, so you can move if you want to.
It would have been a move action to get the potion.
Oh yeah, it would, and then send action to drink it. Okay. Any swift actions you want to do?
I will. Oh no, I don't have those extracts anymore. No. No, that's it for my turn currently, unless I move.
You could have moved that while you were pulling out the potion if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'd probably go to this place so I could at least try and start like.
Yeah. So you
Right.
could have moved. You could have pulled out your potion. Right. Yeah. So that's a 5 step regardless. That's fine. Okie dokie. Blue blood.
So first, I'm gonna swift action lay on hands myself,
Okay.
which is 2d6 points of healing. Pop.
I mean, it's better than kicking the teeth.
It certainly is. Can I 5-foot step diagonally to this spot?
You can, yes.
Cool.
You are then putting yourself in a flanking position.
That's probably fine.
Okay.
And I'll attack this guy with longsword.
Okay.
-1 + 6. Yep. And 200 swing.
That misses.
Ooh.
Gideon.
Right, full action attack on the guy in front of me.
Yep.
All
of those hit.
Cool. That is the guy is being threatened, so I don't get an extra 3.
You don't get the
That
3, but you
26.
do 20.
26.
26 damage. He goes down as you just skewer him 3 times, and the third one he slides off your sword and he slumps to the floor.
5-foot step forward.
Yeah,
I distracted him.
totally helped. Totally what that was. Whist,
Cool.
you have
Uh,
skeleton key.
I have the skeleton key.
You have the power.
I'm going to move here and
Yeah.
open this door because I know Vendelfeck's behind it and there's a tiny corridor.
Okay. You open that door. Hold on, let me get the right thing.
Unless Vendelfeck is playing a trick on me and it's actually just shit tons of enemies.
There are no enemies when you open the door. You see this very small room. And then above you, you hear a boom, and it's not in your head this time. As Vendelfeck is like perched above you in the corner of this little room.
Cool. Yeah, I'll open the door and say, you can come with me if you want now.
Yeah, let's go.
And then, so that was 10, 20. I'll just get up to here and like listen at the door if I can.
Cool. You hear probably muffled voices, but like quite tired voices. Like you start listening and you get the impression that these may be like these people are like behind additional doors and stuff or
Mhm.
walls. So you think right now all you're hearing are prisoners. Just kind
Okay,
of
cool.
like calling out.
All right, that's fine.
Asma.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. I didn't do that right. That was their turns to go still. I was wondering where they went. This one's going to move up here and try to attack Asmoth. That's a 15 to hit.
Oh, did they roll their check to move?
That one hasn't done that yet. This is someone else.
Okay,
That's the one that's down here.
cool.
This one, 15 to hit Asmoth.
Mrs.
Did it move more than 5 feet?
He did a 5-foot step.
It wasn't.
Oh no! This is the one that's shadow
Oh.
trapped. This one down here. This is the one that moved.
Okay.
Was here, moved to here.
Oh, okay. I think my screen had lagged a little.
Okay, that's fine. Other one, 18 to hit Albric.
Classes off the armor.
Okay. The third one spends their full action like fighting against his own shadow, and then is able to kind of stumble out of the spell. As he actually hold on. What were the DCs again, West?
It was I think. Let me double check.
15 if not
DC
as the
15,
16 if as the DM.
Asmodean DC 16.
Okay. In that case, ignore me, he doesn't. He's still fighting his shadow. As Asmoth, you're up.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna go full frenzy.
Okay. That crit confirms.
Nice.
The other two don't hit, unfortunately, but that crit does confirm. So that is 16 damage against that one. Anything else?
Yeah, that's it.
Ooh. Blue blood.
So 5-foot step to here and take a swing.
Okay. Swingy swing.
I think if you swing at this guy, it's he's got like a -4 to dexterity at the moment.
The one who is entangled would, yeah. You do, however, hit that one, and you are able to knock him to bloodied.
Cool. And I will lay on hands myself as a swift action again.
Okay.
Bop.
Gideon.
5-foot step up. Start full round swing on this guy.
Yep.
Miss. What the fuck? Crits for 3.
Why is that not done the crit confirm on it? I don't understand why that's happened. Huh. Do an extra d6 on that one, just a random d6.
Mhm. Okay,
So it should actually be 10 because you would add your modifier twice as well. Assuming you
sure.
yeah, it's
Plus
1d6 plus 1 because it's dex offhand.
Yeah.
You'd extra dex modifier twice. So that would be 10.
Cool.
Against the bloodied one, was it?
Yeah, I'm gonna start on the bloodied one. And the second one hits but doesn't crit, does 3.
So close.
So
Okay.
13 in all.
That one is on its left legs. Whist, you're up.
So those are prisoners in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm just going to go. And that's probably as far as I can go, really.
Okay.
20. And then let's do I'm going to just forbid action this guy, I guess.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and forbid the action. Not move. That's too vague. But move away.
Okay. Move is one of the actions you can do as a forbid.
Okay. Well,
It's
move.
literally
Yeah.
listed.
Basically, I can't
Don't
get
move
away
for it
from
now.
Asimov. Is the the
Yeah,
vibe
no, that's
I'm going
fine.
for.
What's the DC?
DC 15, 16 if it's Asmodean.
Ha 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 ha! No. No,
Cool.
as in they fail.
Have fun with Asimov.
Yeah, they like you can tell like they're being bunched up again, and like they're very clearly looking uncomfortable. This one who's just freed himself from the shadow, straight up just runs away. Just
Yeah, that's fair.
runs for it. This one who is Gideon. Was I? How did you get up there?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. This one who has been forbidden from moving only has one recourse left, and that is to roll a 17 to hit Asmoth. Does that miss?
Sorry, I didn't realise I muted myself. I forgot to mute myself. Yeah, that misses.
Cool. All right. Like that, this he looks close to tears at that. As this other one rolls a 17 against Gideon.
Fail.
Cool. All right, they both fail. They're both looking very concerned about what's about to happen. Asmoth.
It's going to look him dead in the eyes and say, "You chose the wrong day to come back."
Fucking did you know?
Just in case that wasn't enough.
That's a very bad day to come to work.
That's 19, 28.
35 damage.
Cool. Okay. This dude. Oh, yeah, no, this dude was already bloodied. If this dude was on full health, that would have taken him down. They have 34 hit points. So you would have taken him into the minus even if they were on full health. However, you straight up, yeah, that's minus 17. He's dead. As you, I'm assuming there's some sort of like his throat is missing by the end of this exchange. Yeah.
How much was it needed to take him?
It was 8. Actually, yeah, no. He would have gone down at the first attack. So the other 2 can go against the other guy, which also takes him down. So Asmoth turns into a whirling frenzy and rips them both apart. Silence falls across the room as you just look around at the various bodies. One of the guards, from the sounds of it, got away. In fact, not even from the sounds of it, you know that one of the guards got away. And it's probably, you don't know how long you have until reinforcements come. Regardless of how quickly you guys get out of here, people are going to hear about what's happened here today. After you have taken down the warden of the holding house in such a bloody manner. However, the holding house, as far as you can tell, is yours. There may be other guards, there may be other threats. But the warden is slain and you have the skeleton key. Do you want to carry on for a little longer, or do you want to call it there?
I don't have kids, so I defer.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I'm quite tired, so if we did go on longer, I wouldn't want too much longer. So if you think it's going to be a big portion,
I think you can go on for a little bit. And then if you go on for a little bit, I know a place to do a cliffhanger.
cool.
Yeah? Cool.
Well, if we basically take the time to sort of check the bodies for anything else useful,
Yeah.
because clearly has probably got some kit on her.
She definitely does. So that is her.
Does the skeleton key lock the front doors as well?
The skeleton key locks and unlocks every door in this building, including the front doors.
Whist, if you wouldn't mind.
Whisk can do that while you guys examine the rest of her stuff.
Well, so
She has a breastplate, a heavy steel shield, a heavy mace, an amulet. There's actually 2 keys, but there is the skeleton key, which is the important one. And she's also got a pouch of gold.
How much gold does she have?
Do you want to take the time to count it now, or do you want to count it later?
Probably should count it later.
And there is also gear on the guards. What I'll do is after the session, I'll put it all in the loot chat so you guys can see how much you've got from everyone.
So I would like to venture that we take what is probably the standard prison key. We shut the door, we lock it, we leave the key in the lock, and then we chuck all the bodies behind the door.
Yeah, you can absolutely set that up, not a problem. Buy yourself a bit more time.
Before all that, like when we're in the immediate sort of down fight, Asmoth's still kind of in like the slightly feral mind space. Is probably going to shove, like, not like aggressively, just kind of frantically shove like Gideon out of the way and start like rummaging around trying to find those missing extracts.
Oh yeah, no, you can find the missing extracts. Like there is like a little table on the side that they would have like been putting things on as they took them off you. So you can retrieve those very easily.
I thought they might have been still on the person, just be like, oh no.
No, you got them. They're fine. Like you wouldn't have had time to pick them up during the fight, but now that you've got the moment to breathe, yeah, you can get those back, no problem.
I will probably then chug the heightened awareness one.
Cool.
Just so I've got that ready for in case a fight does kick off again, but I'm also prepped and primed with a bonus to perception.
The map is missing a door, and I don't know why it's missing a door. But there is a door over here, which I'm going to reveal to you as you guys continue your search. Because this room over here, when you look in, is filled with shelves and boxes that seem to be storing various gear and belongings. You can see 4 sets of gear comprising full plate, a halberd, a longbow, arrows, and a small bag of gold. And along with other like clothes, trinkets, and the like stored in other spots in this room.
I'll gesture over and say, "That's the Armiger's gear."
Okay.
Well, I think the armigers are up there. I'll point to the direction there. I heard all of the talking and so on.
Yeah. Not a problem. You guys can do that. Pop those bodies there to block the door. And if you guys with the key carry on. Give me a second. Oops.
Yeah, I'll gather up their halberds so that we can basically pass them over once we've opened the doors.
Okay. Okay. Make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, you guys step in to a long corridor filled with cells. Most of which are full, not all of them, but most of them are full. Some of the people in here you can tell just at a glance are half crazed, and they're the ones that are like gibbering and moaning and making the noises that Whist could hear through the door. Other ones are a lot more quiet. I've done this slightly wrong. No, that's fine. So as you step in, this first one to your left is gibbering. The one in the middle is a lot more quiet. Kind of looks up at you all. You're not one of the normal guards.
Nah, you're right with that. We ain't. Who are you?
Well, you don't have my papers?
Nope.
Whist. We don't need to pretend to these people.
I'm not pretending. I've just told him I don't have his papers, and I've told him I'm not normal guards.
Caden sends us to liberate you, or rather, a friend of yours.
Which friend?
Just
Paralictus
show them.
Sabinus.
Sorry?
Paralictus Sabinus.
Prove it. This is where I remind the party that he gave you a short sword.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I said show him.
sorry. Yes.
It's been a while.
I was thinking through like, would Albrecht know like a special salute? And I'm like,
Yeah, no, he gave you
I
a
will
mithril
draw-
short sword.
I will draw the short sword and say by the measure and chain.
Looks up kind of at attention at the sword. He did send you.
Time to get you home, Arbingers.
Oh, okay. We have to help Osani.
He's Asani. What's happened?
And like he looks to his left and you can see that he is looking towards, you might not be able to see it with the way that I've done the fog of war. There is a door over here that he looks towards with trepidation in his eyes. Don't know what's behind that room. What's in that room, what's behind that door. But it's some sort of monster. Warden let it have his pick of us, and anyone who goes in there just comes out screaming. They took her in there this morning.
I will go up to West and say, "Can I have the key? I'll unlock all of the prisoners."
Yeah. I'll give him the key, and I'd like to cast some protection from evil at this point.
Okay, you can start doing that. As Gideon, are you unlocking every cell door?
Yes, it is. It is my actual holy duty to
Yeah.
free everybody here.
That's fine. I just wanted to double check. The ones who are kind of moaning, seem half crazed, like scramble away when you approach, and as the door clicks and pulls open, like they don't move. They're just kind of staring at you, like they don't believe you're really there, kind of thing.
I will leave the door open and say, "Caden has sent me here. If you wish to leave, you are free. You were born free."
Lucky drunk strikes again. You slowly go around. You can tell that 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one of the cells has been recently used, but is now empty. You do unlock, or you unlock all of them as you go. Those who seem to be of more sound mind, have heard about Paralicta sending you, and give it and thank you with all the blessings of the gods they can muster. You go around all the cells, unlocking them all, and as you come to the last cell, which is in the right hand corner, so you unlock that dude, and you hear the one that's behind you. So this cell, there's someone in there.
That one.
Mm-hmm. You go up to it, and you see a familiar face inside.
Is that Citrona?
No. It's
Oh.
well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
I'm here. Took time.
Lucky Drunk sent you when I needed you the most, I guess.
It is the way.
Hmm.
Let's get you out of there. We may be dealing with some creature. I'm not sure if you require a focus.
She kind of looks down at herself. I'm not going to be much help with you in that at the moment.
Okay. I'll hand off a Cure Light Wounds potion.
Ugh. Caden, bless you.
Wait till we leave. We have much to
Next drink's on me, yeah?
I'll hold you to that.
You better. And she slowly pushes herself to her feet, very clearly tired and weakened from being in here for as long as she has. But even while imprisoned, even while stripped of everything that she had, she does not seem to have lost that faith or that little smile that she has around you. As you find Emily.
Ooh.
Should we leave it there, guys?
Yeah,
You have
very
indeed.
exciting. Oh, Gideon, you got to introduce us to your little lady friend.
Oh.
Doesn't
Cliffhanger.
say.
Cliffhanger, my lord.
Do you like that one?
Yes, a backstory, my lord.
So just for everyone else, this I'll blow her up real big for the anybody who is still viewing this at home. Pretty little lady there. Looking a bit worse for wear, but does not seem to have had her spirit broken just yet. And yeah, we'll call it there as backstory is afoot.
Ooh, very exciting.
Uh-huh. Ah.
I played the fifth.
Yeah, we'll find that. One out next time.
you gave me a Caden cleric who went missing. Where else was I gonna put her? Ah, all right.
Cool.
All right. We'll pick up next time to deal with whatever monster seems to be behind the final door. And as you guys go to save the final armiger.
Yeah, thank you for running.
No
Thank you,
worries.
Ash.
Right.
It's been a while. I know February was a whole thing, but got there in the end.
Take the shot, Sean.
But yeah, thank you very much, everyone who has stuck around this long. I hope you enjoyed our us being back. And we'll be back probably next month again. But we'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.